Hi, beauties. Welcome back to my channel. So, I'm here at the Happy Place and I am getting ready for a market that I have on Saturday. And I need to prepare for this market. So, today is Thursday. So, I like to do my setups and pack my bags and everything like that 2 days prior. And then tomorrow, Friday, is beauty day. As you can see, I need to get my lashes, my brows done. So, you know, twice a month I have a beauty day, and it's normally on a Friday. Um, so that's why I look a little bare today, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it tomorrow. But I wanted to do a setup for this market because it's a freestyle market, so it's really not, you know, a size requirement, but it's a be mindful of your space requirement, if that makes sense. So what I wanted to do is bring a table, my shelf. I've only used the shelf one time in another market that was a tent market, and I want to bring it out for this market that I have since it's a freestyle market. And I think that's all I'm gonna do. Oh, and I'm gonna do a clothes rack for my robes. I'm only gonna bring a little bit of robes, and I'm actually going to be say I'm gonna be putting my candles out for launch day because they do launch on the 20th. So I'm gonna bring a little bit of those, and I want to put those on the shelf that I have. So right now, what I'm doing is just gonna try to see how I can play that out and do that. And then tomorrow, like I said, it's just going to be a self care day. I need to get my brows done. I need to do these lashes. And I need to get my nails done. I broke like 3 nails already from my last market. Haven't got those fixed yet, but I'm going to handle all that tomorrow. So I like to leave a day in between my markets so that way I have like a restful, do nothing day before the actual market day because I feel like if you do all this stuff and then the next day you have the market, that's a lot. I don't know. For me, I feel like that's a lot. So I need a restful day prior to the market. So I'm gonna try to do this setup now and see how everything looks and see what I like before the boss comes, aka my mom, because she's gonna help me set up my bags and do all that good stuff. So Hey beauties. So it's the next day after the market, and I'm just gonna give you guys a little brief while I'm here at the happy place, by the way. And I'm like unloading and loading for my next market that I have that's on, I believe, next Saturday. So no, actually it's yeah, next Saturday. I have another market. So today is Sunday. So I don't want to unload all my stuff and then put it away and then have to do it again later on in the week. So I'm just gonna like unload what I don't need for this market because this market is a smaller setting, and then keep what I do need. But in the meantime, while I do that, I can tell you guys about yesterday's market. So yesterday's market was, when I say amazing, amazing. I made like two markets worth in that one night, in that one day. And it was such a great turnout. I don't know if it was because Father's Day is today and people were out shopping, and but it was great. It was really great. I was so happy. And then the other thing, I brought out my robes, and also I launched my candles yesterday. So that had a good turnout with the candles. And not only did the candles do well, I sold robes also. So I think that obviously, that helped the profit because the robes are at a higher price point. So I was just like, oh, this is great. I'm so happy that I brought the robes, because I'm pretty much almost sold out of my robes. I have to, you know, um, get more of them. But yeah, so that turned out really good. And then also, as you guys saw, probably before this clip, that my niece came, and my niece sold her, because she makes like little creations. She makes um, bracelets. She makes little pencil holders. I'm gonna show you the one that I bought from her yesterday, because she don't play no games. So this is a little pencil holder that I bought for my niece. So it holds your pencils. So I have my markers in it. Isn't it cute? It's the cutest little thing. It's an elephant. I think she has other animals, but I wanted to get an elephant. I like elephants. So I bought that from her. And then I bought a bracelet, friendship bracelet from her. And then because I bought something, she gave me a sticker. Look at that. Little entrepreneur. She's so cute. So she was there. That was her first market, and she got sales too. So I'm very proud of her. I'm happy that she did it. It was really, really good for her, and I hope that she continues to have that entrepreneur spirit like her aunt and her mom. Her mom's very much entrepreneur. Pretty much her whole family. My brother is too. So that it went really well, and I was very happy that market. But I'm gonna tell you, at that market, there was so many vendors. I was like, what is going on? There's never been that many vendors. And I don't know. I spoke to the coordinator, and she was even shocked at how many vendors. I don't even think she probably realized how many vendors she booked for that event, because I've never seen that event to have so many vendors. It's probably like, I think the most I've always seen them is like 10 vendors. But yesterday had to be like at least 20 vendors. So I don't know, but it still worked out. It was a great turnout. There were a lot of people. And where the location is, it's by a, well, there's a restaurant, then there's a apartment complex that's right, I guess, next to us or over us. I'm not sure how it looks, but it's right next to us. So a lot of people live there in that area. And there's people that go walk their dogs. They do all kind of stuff over there. There's the Bright Line location is right there also. So people who are going on the Bright Line or getting off the Bright Line, they walk in that area. There's like the waterfront area that's over there. So that's like a touristy area. So a lot of people come through there. So it was a good turnout, a very good turnout. And right across the street is a park, which they had markets there before, and I've done markets there. So it turned out really, really well. It was hot though. It was hot. Even though we were covered and we're under like a little covering, it still was hot. And the wind, I'm so glad I prepared for that. Because what I did was, and I don't know if I have any out right now, but I can show you guys. I bought for my robes some, they're like clips, but they're weight clips. And you put them on curtains. But instead of putting them on curtains, I put them on my robes. And it helped so much because the robes, they just stayed in one place. So I declipped them at the bottom, and then it's like a weight. So, and it helped. I felt bad because there was a vendor who was selling clothes, and she was like right in the front. And that poor lady, she had to leave because her stuff kept blowing down. I think she was there for about a good hour and a half. And then all her stuff was blowing down. And I felt bad for her. I felt like, but however, the invite that you get when you sign up, and then you get approved for the market and everything, and then you pay your fee, and then the whole lowdown on how to load, where to load, and spots and all that kind of stuff. On that email, it does say that it's very, very windy in that location and to prepare. So I don't know if people read those emails that are given to them. I don't know if they read it and they just think that, oh, it's not that bad, or they just don't properly prepare. But when I saw that email, this is like my fourth time doing this location. And on the first email that I read that and I saw that and I was like, I'm not taking any chance because I don't want anything to fall, or I don't want anything to break, or I don't want problems. So I prepared for it. However, this time around, which I should have listened to my thoughts and not brought it, I brought my selfie mirror. And it's the mirror that I've had in other events where it says, take a selfie. And then I have my Instagram logo and everything on it, and my Instagram tags and all that kind of stuff. I brought that mirror. And it was secured and everything, but I don't know what happened. There was like a big gust of wind that came through, and it just knocked it down, and it fell, frontward, like, towards the front. And it's one of those things where when you drop your phone and your phone is face down and you're so scared to like pick it up because you're like, I know it's broke. I know it's broke. That's how I felt when I picked my mirror up, and it has like a crack right across from it. So I'm like, oh, I love that mirror. The mirror is so pretty. I didn't throw it away because I'm like, maybe I can save the, how do you say it, the border of it and just change the mirror. I don't know, because the border didn't break. It's just the mirror has a crack across from it. So I don't want to throw it away yet until I can salvage it and see if there's something that I can do with it. But yeah. But that's what happens when you don't listen to your thoughts. And I told myself not to bring it because I knew it was going to be windy. But I was like, no, my stand is, we'll hold it up and it won't break. Yeah, right. It broke. But it's okay. It's okay. I have plenty other mirrors, but that one was my favorite. And I felt like it matched my aesthetics so well. But, so really quick, I can tell you guys what was my number one sales. And my soaps, they did very well yesterday. Very, very well. I was so happy. Let's see. Let me go to this. Okay. So, of course, Butter Me Up was the number one product. That one did really well. I had 12 sales in Butter Me Up and different ones. Unfortunately, I didn't sell any of the vanilla, and that's my new scent. So it's always been cashmere and rose. Those have always been my scents, and I just introduced vanilla. And yesterday was the first day that I actually had vanilla in my market. And no, I didn't get one sale for vanilla. So I don't know if we'll see. We'll see if that sells. I did pitch it out there. I had people smell it, test it, try it, and they just went towards cashmere as always. And I did have sales for rose, but so we'll see. So if it continues to be that way, then I won't redo vanilla anymore because I'm going to continue to do it at other markets, obviously, because everything is not for everybody, but I just want to see if it does sell. So if it don't sell, then yeah, I'm not gonna continue to do that scent if it's not selling. Would it make sense? My other thing is I sold 2 robes. So the robes were really good. And then the soaps. So I told y'all about Vanilla Moon, and I told you Vanilla Moon was gonna be that girl, and she was that girl. She sold 4 units yesterday, so she was definitely that girl yesterday. And I love that soap. I'm still using that soap, and it's amazing. And when people smelled it, they were like, I want that soap. So and then yesterday I did sell some male soaps that did very well. And then the other top product was the moonlit oil. So vanilla and rose and lavender sold yesterday. So did very well. And then, I had other things that sold. I had slippers that sold. I had a lot of the lip scrub that sold. Lip scrub normally does very well, honestly. People love lip scrubs. I'm going to introduce later on the lip butter. So it works with the lip scrub that I have. So it's like they work together. So once you use the lip scrub, then you use the butter. So I'm going to introduce that sometime probably next month. And then Milky always is up there. She's that girl too. And yeah, that's mainly like a lot of the other products and the other miscellaneous things, other soaps that did well. I did sell a gift set for Father's Day. So it's one of these. It's like sold a Father's Day gift set. So hopefully the father who receives it today really likes it. And I sold some beard oil also. So that did very well. So yesterday, like I said, yesterday was really, really good. I'm not sure if it was because like Father's Day was here, but I normally do well at that market, so it did well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and conclude this video and finish cleaning up my storage and try to maneuver some things for my next market without basically unloading everything, because my mom fussed at me about unloading and then have to load right back. So I'm not gonna do that this time, Mom. If you're watching this, I'm gonna just unload whatever I'm not using and then load what I am gonna use. So until next time, beauties, I will see you guys later. And please like this video and subscribe. And as always, stay beautiful. Bye.